Welcome to the Unbreakable podcast, where we break barriers and build thriving real estate careers. Hi, I'm Racynta Abdullah, a real estate expert, author, growth coach, and your guide to resiliency in real estate confidence and success. If you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed, you're not alone. Here we share real strategies and inspiring stories to help you take bold action and unlock your full potential. Join the Home Chaser Network, where ambition agents like you get the support, tools, and connections to thrive. It's time to rise, thrive, and claim success you deserve. Let's go. Welcome to the Unbreakable Ambition podcast. And I thank the guest today, Adam Brawer, for being here with us. So Adam, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. So born and raised in Brooklyn.
Yes.
Moved to LA 21 years ago. I need to get into entertainment. And after about 15 years of doing film and TV, I decided to pivot into real estate.
Wow. TV?
Yeah.
TV?
What's that?
You said TV? You was doing TV?
Film and TV. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Producing film and TV. And after a couple mishaps, I had Amber Heard's next movie after Aquaman, which ended up dying when the Johnny Depp Amber Heard divorce scandal erupted. She got blacklisted, nobody would work with her. And so I decided to get out of the movie business and get into real estate. And it was the best decision I ever made in my life by far. Yeah. So
and I can tell you're a people person, and basically you probably like to grab relationships, and really it helped with your experience in filming to get more into luxury real estate. I take it. So tell us about that journey.
When I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. Didn't know anybody in the business. I had one friend. I didn't really know anybody in the business. And so the first few months, I started doing leases. I started doing like low-end leases. I was fortunate in my second month to get a listing for like a 4-bedroom house in the Valley in Canoga Park. Wasn't an expense. It was like 600 grand. I think it was less than 600 grand. It was not an expensive home. And ended up selling that house and getting a listing off the back of that, meeting a couple buyers there, helping them buy homes, and one thing led to another and built up a bunch of momentum. Thankfully, they dropped the rates in spring of 2020. And then I was off to the races, but I started out doing really inexpensive homes, and now I've got a $50 million listing now. So I'm doing like some really high-end stuff and some starter homes also. I run the gamut.
Oh, really? Nice. So you do starter homes. What type of buyers do you deal with? I know you have investors, you have different type buyers. Were they going from East Coast to West Coast? What type buyers? What's your typical buyer?
I've got a lot of my clients are entertainment. So I knew some of them from the film business, got referrals from people I knew from the film business. So I'd say about half of my clients are entrepreneurs in one way or the other, business owners. And then the other clients, some of them are families. Most of them are buying their primary residence. Most of them. Some of them I'm helping with income properties. But most of my clients, the deals that we do are buying and selling their primary residence and then helping them, if it's a sale, buy the next home.
Nice. So you get majority of your deals from our listings or buyers from referrals.
Yes, I get most. Sometimes I'll meet people at an open house and we'll start working that way. But most of my business now is referral.
Got you. So let me ask you, like, have you did a lot of social media? What can you tell new agents about marketing? Because it seems like you just showed up in real estate being your authentic self, right? And you saw people who you were, how you transitioned, and you
Seemed like you had a niche to help buyers from going from East Coast, West Coast, or sellers to transition in their listings and moving. Or is
Yeah, when I
that
first started, I didn't really have much of a social media presence or brand at all. I
mhm.
didn't really have much of a following, and I didn't make any announcements either. The first real estate content I ever did was I got an open house sign. I did a story about, I was just like, hey, guess who's back? I'm back selling fine estates, which was hilarious because I'd never sold a house. And so a bunch of people DM'd me and they're like, "Oh, you're selling houses?" And I was like, "Yeah, you didn't know I sell houses?" And they're like, "No, I didn't know you sell houses." I was like,
I love
"Oh, where have you been?" And so then some of them were like, "We're actually looking to buy a house." And I
nice.
was like, "Oh, okay. What are you looking for?" And started a conversation. It's happened a few times
Uh-huh.
where I would invite them to an open house. They'd tell me what they're looking for. We'd start looking for a place. And my first year I did a couple sales that way. Facebook story, Facebook post. Yeah.
I think storytelling is a big thing right now. I think the more you tell the stories, which me myself, I'm trying to transition more on coaching and showing agents and teaching agents. That's why I started the podcast. It's derived from my book. But with that being said, I just feel like it's a need to tell people about the journey, even if you're a beginner agent. It's a lot with keeping up with content. How do you navigate with content and having content? How do you do that?
So I actually hired a content manager who helps me. I'll shoot it, or I'll bring in director, videographer, etc. We'll shoot it. I'll send it to her and she'll help put together reels or posts. Then I'll edit her work and then she'll post it. And that way
Wonderful.
saves a lot of time.
Yeah, management. That's what I'm working on right now because it's hard. Like I've been one that always wanted my hands on everything because I've been an entrepreneur for 23 years. And it's more like now I'm delegating the tasks that I do not like. Like I create all type of writings. This is what I don't like to do. So guess what? I'm going to move towards and get somebody to help with those tasks. And one thing is paperwork. Admin is my weakness. So what about you? Do you like admin work or do you get someone to help you with that also?
I cannot stand admin work. I hate it. So I've got a great TC, got an assistant who helps out, and I like to delegate. For me, it's about how can I be in front of clients
Right.
as much as possible
Mm-hmm.
and free up as much of my time so that I
As
can,
possible.
yeah, so I
The
can be in
best.
clients.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Working on your strengths instead of your weaknesses. That's what I'm pivoting towards because I can't be the go-to for everything, but what I can do is be used as a vessel to help and serve others. So I think that's my gift, which referrals is another gift. And it sounds like even with you, you didn't have to do a lot of advertisement. You just had to put yourself out there and be vulnerable.
I would say I got most of my clients initially from open houses.
Uh-huh.
Most of my buyers' clients from open houses, having conversations in person. And then once friends knew that I could do it, they started to refer me clients. And
Wonderful.
when I first started, I was suiting up, I was wearing all these suits, and
Uh-huh.
now I've got a short sleeve shirt on right now, and I just saw a client.
No, like me too. And then it gets so hot here. I'm in Alabama. So you're in New York right now, correct? So the weather is what, mid, it's not hot right now.
I'm in LA right now, so
In
like
LA. Okay,
mid
gotcha.
60s.
Oh yeah, LA is great. LA
Yeah,
is great. I did a podcast with a guy. I don't know, you probably know him. Mark Todd from LA.
personally.
E-Compass. E-Compass. Yeah. But a lot of people in LA, they just be themselves. And I think that's what sells in LA instead of just
Yeah.
trying to be that marketeer and just sell yourself. But it's just like you showing up being your authentic self, and it makes a huge difference. And people are attracted to that feature. Do you have any insight? Because you only been doing it, what, how many years you stated?
Like 5 years and change.
5 years. So you started during COVID.
Yep, I started right before COVID. Yep.
Oh gosh. So how is it with the fires there?
Very disruptive. Very disruptive. I was evacuated. I had a bunch of clients whose homes burned,
Really?
a bunch of deals that canceled. because of the fires. It was really a rough month for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So have you rebound on business or business is still great?
I have. All my business died in January, like my
Uh-huh.
existing business. Took me a couple months, but I have more high-end listings than I've ever had. And one of them is a $50 million Beverly Hills palace. It is a beautiful Andalusian style palace. It is stunning. Same architect who did Mark Wahlberg's home, Dr. Dre's home, the Kardashians' home. Richard Landry designed it. It was completed in '06. It's on 3.6 acres, spectacular views
Wow.
all the way to the Pacific. The backyard, I have never seen a backyard like this before. We've got 6 waterfalls, 2 pools, a lazy river, koi pond, water slide,
Oh my God.
water.
You making me want to go and see it right now. Take a flight, catch a flight. Wow. Oh, wow. That's nice. So seems is it far out from LA or is it in the inside of LA or
It's in Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills? Yeah, Beverly
Yeah.
Hills. You did mention that. I'm sorry. Because when I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, what is it in Malibu, LA? Where? Because Beverly Hills is on here. It's in Beverly Hills. But when I saw 50 million on this thing, I'm like, wow, wonder how that commission's gonna look.
So
It's gonna be a nice one for a home. So how long have you had it listed, if you don't mind me asking, and what's normally the turnaround
I
for?
listed about 6 weeks ago. It's a very specific property, so there are only so many buyers who can afford this
Right,
home. Anyone who's buying this home, they're probably worth at least 200 million for
right.
sure.
I was thinking like 150, 200 myself.
Yeah, they usually take a lot longer. These are the type of homes you don't do an open house for a $50 million home. No
No,
one's walking off the street and
no, no.
taking
And then
home.
you got to do a background check before they even come in the house, making sure they qualify. And I
Yeah.
think for you, I say congratulations for you to get 5 years in, you got a $50 million listing. Like that is huge.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, we got to follow back up and see what happens because how did you get the listing, if you don't mind me asking? Was it a referral or was it a relation?
So it actually was a referral.
Uh-huh.
I had a mutual friend with the owner.
Okay.
It was a very competitive situation. The top agents in LA were trying to get it. So I was up against Jay-Z's agent. I was up against a bunch of $1 million listing agents.
Wow.
And yeah, after a couple meetings, I put together a very specific marketing presentation and the owner said yes.
Yay. I
Yeah.
love it. Because you was driven and you showed up being yourself and not
Hmm.
trying to probably oversell. I don't see you trying to oversell. You just went there saying, okay, this is what I foresee. I'm gonna market it, bring my team in here, we're gonna put it together. And I see you selling it. You're gonna
Yeah.
sell that property. It's not about the time, it's about you getting out there and just starting. And that's what you did. 50 million.
50
Listen,
million.
is this your highest?
That's
High?
my house. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank
Oh,
you.
look, I need to go to a higher market. I'm in Alabama. I love where I'm at. My daughter's in Georgia and Cobb County up in Marietta. Those homes up there go towards 1 million and stuff like that. But here is more like a 250, 400,000 price point,
Mm.
500. But I
Okay.
like the relationships, but just to hear and be on this podcast to network with different people and how your markets is wow. It's the same system, same consistent systems that work and relationships that you build. And to for you to attract a $50 million listing and 5 years in it, and you
Yeah.
beat all these agents, I love it. I got to clap to that. I love it because it's not where you start, it's where you finish. And look, pretty high. But I just want to tell you thank you. Do you have anything to say to new agents or up with the market transitions? Because based upon you getting a $50 million listing within 5 years, 6 weeks ago, what do you have to say to agents when you didn't get those listings or to stay on the right track or beginner agents? Do you have any pointers?
Yeah, I'd say it's all about consistency. So for me, it's about being in flow with clients, which means 3 touches per month, 3 interactions. Could
I
be an email
love it.
newsletter, could be a text, could be a phone call. could be a meeting. As long as you're in touch 3 times a month and they know and respect you and trust you, you should get their business, or you'll have a very high likelihood of getting it.
I agree. I tell agents that all the time. Brand yourself, be authentic. Don't do what everybody else do. Just be yourself and show up. And sometimes the showing up part, it makes a huge difference. Because a lot of times people come and try to sell versus just showing up, ask you, like, how have your day went today? Like, we don't ask that a lot. So when you ask those questions, they're like, wow, it's not
Yeah.
about the house, it's about me too. And I think that's
Yes.
important. I
And
think
that's one of the things I told this owner. He had experiences in the past. He sold a bunch of very high-end real estate in LA over the years. And I told him, I said, one thing that separates me from the crowd is that I actually care about you and I care about your home. And it's just point blank. And I think it does make a difference. It's about the relationship.
it's about the relationship. And it makes a huge difference just to show up. And that's all I say. I just always say the relationships. I'm trying to get to the social media and be more consistent, but I'm going to be like you. I just grabbed about 3 different managers for social media to market a little bit more, because everything is transition. But most importantly, if we stay connected somehow, some way, look, that's the important things of building our business, is branding and connecting. So let's do social media too.
Yeah,
Traffic.
it
But
is.
I thank you for being a part of Unbreakable Ambition podcast. And I look forward to you selling at home. Okay. And good
Thank
luck.
you.
Good
Thanks
luck.
for having me.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
That's the wrap for today's episode of the Unbreakable podcast. I hope you're leaving with new insights, inspirations, and the confidence to take your real estate career to the next level. If you love this episode, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a fellow agent who needs to hear this. And don't forget, join the Home Chaser Network on Facebook and school for even more support, tools, and connections to help you thrive. Head to homechaser.pro to get started. Until next time, stay ambitious, stay resilient, and keep chasing for success. Coach Home Chaser.